Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Colts hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some solid footwork there as they take this down to about the 38. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Jameis to throw it. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
2 yards on the way back. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Winston, that ball caught by Campbell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Whitfield. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Nifty move. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Whitfield. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Garibay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 20-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to move back in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Whitfield. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Cook up the gut. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Whitfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 24-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Garibay, and it's now 17-14.
17. Colts, 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Hyde. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitfield. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Whitfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Garabay's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Winston sneaking it. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They run again on first down. Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off play action. Whitfield. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Vikings.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Jameis now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
sack.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's Winston. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a goal.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Winston. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Sutton, and he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Winston looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to the same target, Campbell. Touchdown, Colts! Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. Down the left sideline.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Second down, another run with Taylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Winston to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harris Campbell, his second touchdown tonight. And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the 4th quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll look to throw. Left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, Whitfield. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And some room to run now. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Minnesota, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to